Our top focus is on this story that we are getting you from Chennai, where it's a rather disturbing sequence of events that we are reporting this afternoon of a 48-year-old shopkeeper initially held for selling gutka and later charged under several sections of POCSO Act after Chennai police found videos on his phone showing him molesting children. In fact, the incident came to light after the accused shopkeeper was raided over suspicion of illegal sale of gutka, which is a banned substance. However, the cops then chanced upon a lot of videos in his mobile phone. While scanning his phone, they found the accused has been involved in sexually assaulting children between the age group of 4 to 9 years, and in some cases before their mothers, in front of their mothers. The cops later gathered that the accused was exploiting two poverty-stricken sisters by allegedly sexually assaulting their children and then paying them in return. The horror doesn't end there. According to the police, the accused also sexually assaulted few other girl children in the neighborhood with the help of these two sisters. So far, the accused has found to have assaulted at least 5 children between the age group of 4 to 18 years of age. Chennai police has arrested the 2 women as well. So that's the gory sequence of events. It's a sordid saga to say the least, but it's also extremely disturbing to see that there are pedophiles lurking around and going undetected. And this again is a case where the entire material and evidence was actually chanced upon while the police was investigating a completely different case. Clearly, the accused also, as we now realize, was having an illicit affair with these 2 women. He exploited their poverty to assault the children. It's still not clear whether those children were belonged to the mother. In fact, whether those 2 women were mothers of the children or not, that part is not absolutely clear right now. But yes, what we do know is that many such cases are going unreported on a regular basis. There was another instance from Chennai where a school teacher was found to be molesting children. This is an exploitation of the worst kind, where there's collusion of the family in this case, which makes this particular case rather disturbing. There is that complicity angle, and there is also this issue of to what extent we should now start making children aware of these elements lurking around us. No lessons have been learned from the previous cases that have been reported from Chennai, in fact, not too long ago. Let me welcome Mr. Jairam Venkateshan, who is a convener of Arappor Iyakam, a People's Movement for a Just and Equitable Society, joining us this afternoon. Good afternoon, Mr. Venkateshan. So good to have you with us here on Mirror Now. You would be as disturbed as we are to hear this, and particularly now there is a larger human trafficking angle as well, we are told. Now, we are a country where the data I was checking indicate that 15.4% of the total victims of rape in India are under the age of 18. Also, in this case, Mr. Venkateshan, if we look at the sequence of events, it's very clear that this is a case of exploiting the poverty of 2 women who colluded with this man, and they were providing covering fire, which is why he went undetected. Now, what do we do about these kind of cases? In this case, again, for the police only to chance upon it is rather worrisome. Yes. Okay, we are trying to fix the audio connection with Mr. Venkateshan. We're just trying to we are getting some difficulty in hearing him. The important part, like I said, is that for how long was this going on undetected, and how do we ensure that these kind of instances are detected? What kind of surveillance system is required to make sure that such instances do not happen? Let me go across to Mugilan, joining us with more. Mugilan, what is shocking here is that it's Chennai again, and it's a case of a pedophile again, which means there's so many of these sexual perverts and predators going undetected. How did the police detect this story? Tell our viewers the entire backstory to this.
As you rightly said, this crime was undetected for at least 7 years, is what we are learning from the police officials. This 48-year-old Perumal was running a soft drink shop here in TP Chatram here in Chennai, and police during their routine checkup of checking whether shops are selling the banned tobacco products, they conduct a surprise check at the shop, and they have found the banned illegal gutka products, and following that he has been taken to the police station for further investigation, and they have obtained his phone and to identify who the supplier of this banned illegal tobacco product is. So during that probe in his mobile, police personnel have shocked to see that the several videos of child abuse in his mobile. There are several videos is what we are learning from the police officials, and based on that, on the further investigation, police have narrowed down and they have found that this 48-year-old Perumal had an illicit affair with two women in the neighborhood. And in the video, very shockingly, with the support of these two women, Perumal have managed to sexually assault two of the minor daughters of this woman, is what we are hearing from the police officials, and it doesn't stop there. And Perumal, by utilizing the poverty situation of this woman, he has paid for every time he indulged in this heinous act, and he has also made the two women to persuade the girl children in that particular neighborhood, and he has sexually assaulted them also. So in the crime, this has happened for last 7 years, is what we are hearing from the police officials, and he remained undetected for last 7 years, and now he has been caught. So far, he has sexually assaulted 5 children from aging between 4 to 18, is what we are learning from the police officials. He has been booked under several sections of POSCO Act, the IT Act, and in the IPC also, and the further investigation is also underway. Now, police is also looking into an angle whether the two minor kids belong to the women, or they also were human trafficking angle also is involved. So all these angles are being probed by the Chennai police now.
Yes. Okay, thank you for joining us, Mugilan. Let me go back now to Mr. Venkateshan. Sorry, Mr. Venkateshan, couldn't hear you earlier. If I was asking you this question about how these kind of crimes are going unreported for a very long time. My colleague was just telling us that this man was up to all of this for 7 long years. And even now this incident was chanced upon. He was held for gutka selling. And that is how the police found out.
Yes, this is absolutely shocking, and the sad part is this, that we are not able to detect, many of these crimes that are going on. The record of FIRs, if you look at the number of FIRs that are being registered, it's much lesser than the actual that's happening. In fact, there are studies that tell that 1 in 4 children are being sexually harassed. And, but what we see here, the issue here is also the question of human trafficking. If it means that they are the real parents, then it's even more worrisome that poverty has taken them to this extent, and that they go to this extent of even, using their children for such things. Now, the issue, you think about the children, you think about the status of the children, that they can't even rely upon their own parents. And how are we going to even make sure that these children have a safe life in the future? So these are very key questions, and of course there are several issues that are there behind these issues of.
Yes. So when we talk about exploiting poverty, then there can be no end to it. I mean, we are a country with 21.9% poverty. Now, this is a very convenient modus operandi, because here again we are saying the 2 adults were in collusion, the 2 women. So it's just absolutely convenient for this man to pay some money, get into a sort of a nexus with these 2 women who is facilitating all of this. Now, what can we have in our system, Mr. Venkatesh, to weed out these kind of crimes?
Right. I think, of course, one is we need to create the sexual education needs to happen at school right away. In fact, in all the government and private schools is something that we need to have at a systemic level. Time and again, we have spoken about this. The children, we need to be told about good catch, bad catch. That's one part. On the other part, on the systemic side, we need to make sure that there are even the child line help numbers are not that helpful many a time. So we need to make sure the government creates a system wherein children who are affected by such exploitation and so on can immediately, contact someone within the system and express what they are going through. And therefore, there needs to be large awareness from the government side to make sure that they advertise a proper number. They have counselors who go regularly to the schools, to the government schools, because people who are at the bottom of the pyramid, as we see here, they're exploited using their poverty. So therefore, people who are at the bottom of the pyramid, there we need to have a lot of counseling sessions as well. Apart from, of course, this is an issue that's happening throughout the society. There's no doubt about it. But we need to take extra care in making sure that people don't use issues as
which is why journalists, activists like yourself, we have a huge responsibility here in raising awareness. And like you said, Mr. Venkatesan, that the last child in this country must be made aware that no adult can violate their bodily integrity in this manner. We have to find a way, firstly, of making our children aware, and secondly, of a system in place through policing, perhaps, that can detect these crimes on time. It cannot take 7 years to detect something like this. Extremely disturbing case that we're reporting from Chennai. Thank you so much, Mr. Jairam Venkatesan, for joining us this afternoon.